US, UK and Germany indices started off the week on a bearish note with a gap down and now also are trading bearish. Are we looking forward to a correction here today? Or this is just the beginning of the week and there is a lot much of bullishness left ahead? What should be our strategy in order to profit trading the S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, Dow Jones, the Germany 40 and FTSE100? We're gonna see with the help of charts and indicators. This is the first update for the day. And in this update, we are not only going to give you the trading levels, but also going to give you the logic behind each and every level. And this is the only channel to do so twice a day. The next update will be released before the US session. Do not miss to watch it. Subscribe, press the bell icon, do like, share and comment, join the free Telegram channel for live market updates, and join the channel membership here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's start first to look into S&P followed with Nasdaq then Dow, in the end Germany 40 and lastly FTSE100. Watch till the end. S&P on the hourly chart, see after a greater rise it has erased all the gains, it has tried to bounce back. Now see, you can see it is a fall here. You can just ignore this noise and you can see it is curving downwards. So now if you see it is staying with 587270 levels, you can stay short for 585040 level, and if that is taken, I'll be looking forward to 5800 directly very soon, if not today. Moving averages have also crossed over here. This is again a bearish sign here. While on the upside now, it is pretty important for S&P to trade beyond 5920, 5940. This is going to be the strongest resistance on the upside. Stochastic here is oversold, MACD is almost flat and RSI is flat, so things are still having room for further rise, but you can see it is getting a very good resistance in this zone. Also now it is curving downwards. See, drop, sideways movement, then drops, retracement, and now looking downwards. But it is very important for the S&P to trade below 5850 levels, only below which you can expect slight bearishness to prevail. Now see, it is given a gap down, it is trading with increasing bearishness. Also there is a gap left to be filled on the downside as well. So right now I can see this as a double top levels with slightly higher highs, so possibly slightly higher lows could be also seen, and thus today's day is going to be pretty important. The direction it takes today, it might sustain here for a while. Moving average is crossing over here again, it's a bearish sign. And when you see this crossover, certainly this levels at 59.5 is going to remain critical for S&P. 59.50 is going to remain critical for S&P to break beyond. Stochastic is bearish, the MACD is bearish, and it is at bottom as well. The RSI is also trading bearish. On the 3-hour charts, when you see similar observation here, see, one thing is, notice this candle sizes, notice the bounce back, though the markets are closed, but still I can see the momentum is missing here. You have to wait for it to breach below the critical levels in order to take a direction. Stochastic looking down, the MACD bearish, the RSI is trading with moderate bearishness. On the 4-hour chart, similar is the observation. Just notice the resistance on the upside and see the support here. And once it trades now below 5870, 5850, more bearishness should prevail. Indicators have cooled down significantly and are trading bearish. Coming to daily chart, see on the daily charts, preceding was an indecision candle, and I have highlighted this in my weekly review that first pullback, also lower highs, lower lows. It has given a doji, so it might start off on a bearish note, and now in fact it can deliver lower lows here. 5840, 5820 or 5800 also can be expected, below which slight increase in bearishness should be seen. Stochastic has dropped. The MACD has crossed over at the top here and it is trading bearish, which is again a bearish sign here for S&P. If you look at the RSI, this has dropped. Certainly signs are bearish here. So considering this, what I'll recommend, a buying entry should be only and only if you see it is staying beyond 5888 levels, then you can expect 5896, 5904, 5920. If it stays above 5920, more bullishness should, and the maximum resistance is at 5940 levels, beyond which sky is the limit. On the downside, which is more prevalent as of now, I'll recommend you to sell your 587270 levels, and below this you can expect 5850, 5836, 5820 and 5800. Below 5800, greater correction should follow. Take your trades accordingly. Now let's move to Nasdaq 100. The charts are almost identical for Nasdaq 100 as well. See, similar step is created and see doji, and now it is delivering the same move as S&P. And thus let's have a brief look and directly I'll jump onto the levels. The observation on the charts is same: drop, sideways movement, drop, retracement, and then looking downwards. It is also forming a nice curve here. So it has to come out of this curve. A breakout confirmation is only and only if it trades beyond now 21,400 levels. As long as it stays below 21,400, do not treat Tech 100 as bullish. Stochastic oversold here, the MACD almost flat, the RSI is also flat. On the 2-hour chart, observation is similar. The crossover in the moving average is pretty important. Recovery, and now see it is taking shape and looking downwards. So yes, If you see it is staying below 21,100 60 140 zone, stay short for 21,100 and then 20,000 40 99 79 80 and then 19,900. Below 19,900 or 2,900 we are going to look at maximum correction here. 2,800 the next, and below 2,800 we are looking forward to 20,500 levels. So yes, you have to take your positions accordingly. On the upside, I will say you can buy here at 21,260 levels, but then 21,300 360 400 450, and these levels are very critical. Beyond this, 21,600 should be the next targets. Beyond 21,600, sky is the limit on the upside. Trade accordingly. Let's move to Dow Jones and see how beautifully under just few minutes we have analyzed two complete instruments and arrived at the levels. You can also learn this art of trading. You can be part of my 33rd mentorship batch starting 11th of June. Do not miss to this opportunity. Connect with me for your queries. My Telegram and email IDs are there in the channel and video description. And once you have your trades in place, it is also equally important to have a place to trade. Thus, find the trusted partner. Link is there in the channel and video description. And yes, it is important to safeguard your capital first, and thus trade with a stop loss and trade with a trailing stop loss. Now, US30, if you look at similar observation, after this bigger decline, it has formed the support and it is staying in the zone. It has to come out of the zone. 42,400 on the upside, 41,800 on the downside. These 600 points are getting crucial here for the Dow Jones. It is staying in the box. Moving averages are slightly bearish. When you look at the stochastic, this is at the bottom. The MACD almost flat, the RSI almost flat. So things are staying almost flatter here for the Dow Jones. On the 2-hour chart, similar observation, consolidation going on here, though it is skewed on the downside. I'll say if you see it is staying below 42,040, stay short for 41,980, 41,900 and then 41,800. Below 41,800, more bearishness should prevail here. Indicators are starting to look downwards, though the MACD almost flat here. But RSI and stochastic, if you look at, both are suggestive of more bearishness. The observation is same on the 3-hour charts. I'll wait still for it to trade below 42,040 and then expect more bearishness. Moving averages have converged and are about to cross over. Stochastic bearish, the MACD bearish, the RSI is almost flat. On the 4-hour chart, we have similar observation. It is consolidating here. Wait for a breakout. Neither bullish, neither bearish as of now. Moving averages have started to convert, slight bearish sign. The stochastic, the MACD and RSI all are suggestive of more bearishness ahead. But when you look at the daily chart, see, if you see the daily, the only indicator supportive of further drop here is two red candles at the top, one swing, and now it is giving a breakout. However, till 41,800 you have to be cautious with the sells. As long as 41,800 is not taken, do not treat this as bearish. This is also pretty clear. Stochastic has dropped here. The MACD crossed over, and this is one of the bearish signs. See, MACD crossing over at the top. RSI looking down. So considering this now, where you should buy, I will only recommend you to buy here at 42,140, 160 zone. Expect 42,200, 250, 300 and then 42,500 levels directly. Yes, if it stays beyond 42,300, we can expect it to in fact move towards 42,500 levels this time. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry at 42,040. Expect 41,980, 41,900, 41,800. A drop below 41,800 should invite more bears, and then the targets are going to be all the way towards 41,500 levels. Take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Let's move to Germany 40. Now DAX on the hourly charts clearly seen taking support here. With that as support, see lower highs are seen here. And now it is trying to breach this. So if you see it is staying beyond 23,850, 880 zone, you can stay with the sells here. Below 23,850, 880 is where we are looking forward to a greater down move. This time 23,700 and then 23,600 should be there as the next targets. Yes, right now I'll say the crossover in the moving average is a slight bearish sign and it is also looking downwards. However, it has to breach beyond the critical supports. Stochastic oversold, the MACD bearish, the RSI is bottom. On the 2-hour chart, similar observation. After the crossover, the moving averages are trading bearish, and see the drop, retracement. Now on the downside, it is pretty important for it to trade now below 23,900. 23,700 zone. This is a zone which is going to remain critical for US30 here on the downside. Stochastic has traded bearish, the MACD almost flat, the RSI almost flat here. On the 3-hour, similar observation on the 3-hour charts. See the gap down here, resistance here pretty strong around 24,050. With that as resistance, prices have started to move downwards. Very important for US30 to trade below 23,900, 23,800 zone. A drop below this should confirm more bearishness ahead. Stochastic has dropped, the MACD trading bearish, the RSI is trading bearish as well. And similar is the observation on the 4-hour charts. When you look at the move here, the drop, the retracement, and again looking downwards. But yes, very very important for the US30 to trade below 23,900, 23,800, 23,700 zone. These 200 points are very very critical for US30 to break beyond. Germany 40 to break beyond. Stochastic, MACD, RSI all are looking downwards. Coming to daily chart, if you see the daily charts here, higher lows are seen, lower highs are seen. Let it break out, let it trade below this zone, let it trade below 23,700. More bearishness should follow. You can in fact expect 23,400 then. But right now, what's happening here? You can see this higher highs, higher lows. Very very good support existent till towards 23,700 here. Indicators, be it the MACD or RSI, everything are staying bearish. So looking at this, very simple. You can buy here at 24,020, expect 24,055, 24,110, and if that is taken, stay bullish for 24,240, 24,320. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry now at 23,920 levels. Expect 23,860 and 23,800. If that is taken, 23,710 is a must, below which extreme bearishness might follow. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to UK 100 or FTSE 100. The observation is same on FTSE 100, 8800, 8820. Great resistance available here, and these are also the record levels here, and not the record levels but the near term highs what you had seen for the last few weeks, and thus 88, 8820 is what you should wait for it to break. See, after the drop it is retraced, and also it is trading in this bullish channel. So only and only if you see it is staying below 8750, 8720, treat this as bearish. Stochastic oversold here. The MACD crossed over for sell, the RSI looking down. Coming to 2 hour chart, the observation is same. After the one red candle swing here, it has to wait for, we have to wait for it to stay below 8740, 8720 zone, which is going to offer maximum support here. Else it is still not to be treated bearish. Stochastic looking down, the MACD has retraced. Indicators are quite comfortably positioned, be it on the 3H or 4H, though a little support is seen, but also you should see lower highs and lower lows. Nice bearish flag. Once it trades beyond 874020 zone, we can look forward to a greater correction here. Indicators have cooled down significantly, though the MACD is a crossover on the buy side. Coming to daily charts, on the daily chart, similar observation, rise, retracement, and now it is delivering higher lows, higher highs. Now it has to break out, here beyond 8800, 8820. You can expect more bullishness to prevail. Right now, if you see, it is trying to erase the gains here. Lower highs are seen. Possibility of a move towards 8700 cannot be denied. But for that to happen, first you can sell here at 8758, expect 87 4440 as the first target zone, 8720 as the next, and if that is taken, then 8700 is the strongest one. Any move below 8700 is a clear sign of more bearishness all the way towards 8640 and lower levels. I do not expect this, but yes, slight bearishness might prevail. On the upside, buy at 8804, expect 8824 and then 8850. If 8850 is taken, I think 8920 should be there very very soon, chances for which appears to be less, at least today. Take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe and comment. Join my mentorship batch, join my signals channel, reach out to me for your queries. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates, and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. See you again before the US session with more updates. Do not miss to watch it. Thank you.